Just picture yourself reviewing your CCTV footage when you come across a startling scene. A young man is seen sprinting away from a pursuing police officer, seeking refuge in your trash can. Despite the scorching 90-degree heat, he persists in hiding inside the trash can for a remarkable half an hour. Eventually, he emerges, casually strolls away, and then swiftly takes off. The homeowner's reaction to this unexpected turn of events is priceless. Undoubtedly reflecting a mix of surprise and amusement. However, the young man's efforts proved to be futile, as he was apprehended by the police just an hour later. According to law enforcement, he was wanted in connection with the theft. Captured by Ring footage, a distressing incident unfolds as two suspects are observed approaching a home. One of the men, wearing a red jacket, cunningly moves the camera aside to avoid detection before they proceed to break into the residence. Paul Corsby, who happened to be on vacation at the time, received a jolting notification revealing that two individuals had invaded his house. They managed to make off with a significant amount of valuables, including sizable safe and personal belongings. What adds to the shock is their brazen approach, as they didn't even hesitate to forcefully break down the door without any prior warning. Unfortunately, these two individuals have managed to evade capture thus far. In a rather alarming incident, a group of armed and masked men forcefully invaded a residence in Houston, leading the police to believe that this particular home was targeted deliberately. The unsettling event unfolded at 5:00 a.m. on a Tuesday, as four men broke into the house. Trapped inside their own home, a family was compelled to remain in place, while the intruders ransacked the premises, seizing valuable items such as cell phones. After gathering their loot, the robbers hastily fled the scene, with one of them unexpectedly stumbling and falling into the pool. Although the authorities were able to track the stolen cell phones, they were unfortunately discovered to have been discarded by the culprits. As a result, the police are now appealing for public assistance in identifying these individuals involved in the crime. In Texas, there's disturbing footage capturing a woman on camera falsely claiming she had food to deliver to a couple's home. Strangely enough, the couple hadn't placed any food orders. Meanwhile, another camera angle reveals a group of four masked men attempting to gain entry through the back of the house. It soon becomes apparent that the woman's presence was solely intended to serve as a distraction for the nefarious group. Understandably, this shocking turn of events left the homeowners stunned, and the entire neighborhood is now on high alert. The police have emphasized the importance of staying vigilant, particularly regarding potential fake delivery drivers. Unfortunately, the group responsible for this alarming incident has managed to elude capture thus far. Imagine yourself attending a New Year's Eve celebration in Beverly Hills when, unexpectedly, you come across a rather alarming incident on your home security footage. In the footage, a young man is seen losing control, displaying erratic behavior as he relentlessly tries to forcefully break down a door. Despite his struggle, he eventually manages to gain entry, triggering the alarm system, and proceeds to unleash his destructive rage on the contents within the house. Even though his balance seems compromised, it is evident that nothing could deter him from causing havoc. Shockingly, the damage inflicted amounts to a staggering value of over $20,000. Fortunately, the police were able to identify the perpetrator as a 17-year-old boy and promptly reached out to his parents. It was suspected that he was under the influence at the time of the incident, and the act itself appeared to be entirely random. Nonetheless, the young man would face charges for vandalism. In this brief yet unnerving video clip, we witness a man stepping out of his home only to come face to face with a bear, which promptly prompts him to retreat back inside. I don't know about you all, but if I were in his shoes, I would have reacted in exactly the same way. The sudden encounter with such a powerful and potentially dangerous creature would undoubtedly provoke a swift retreat to the safety of the home. While James Fitzpatrick was engrossed in his volleyball practice, little did he know that an unsettling turn of events was about to unfold. A sudden notification from his security system on his phone left him in disbelief as he witnessed the intrusion of 3 masked men into his home. The audacious act unfolded as one of the men was boosted to the second-floor window, shattering the glass, only to realize their unsuccessful attempt at entry. Undeterred, they swiftly made their way to the patio slider, forcefully breaking the glass to gain access. James recounted that the presence of footprints at the scene indicated that the perpetrators had climbed a staggering 400 feet from the Sunset Hills golf course to reach his residence. The aftermath was one of chaos, with mud strewn throughout the house, every room ransacked, and numerous valuables stolen, including jewelry of sentimental value like his CIF ring. The swift response of the police to James's distress call proved instrumental as they apprehended the 3 men in the act, pursuing them diligently. Investigations revealed that these individuals were likely part of a gang and potentially connected to a string of robberies in the vicinity that had occurred approximately a month prior. Currently, they are being held on a bail amounting to $150,000 as they await further legal proceedings. The successful capture of these individuals not only offers solace to James, but also brings a sense of relief to the community, putting an end to their reign of criminal activities. In the early hours of the morning at 4:00 a.m., a woman who was away for the weekend received a shocking notification informing her that someone was at her house in Boston.
Well, it was a little freaky. I'm like, why is there somebody in my house?
The surveillance footage revealed a man wearing a hood and a mask, leaving her residence. It is suspected that he gained entry through a side window. The police have reason to believe that this individual may be connected to other break-ins that have occurred in the vicinity. Regrettably, the man responsible for this intrusion has not been apprehended as of yet. The CCTV footage unveils a disturbing scene featuring a hooded man making a determined effort to break into a home through the back window, employing what appears to be a crowbar. Despite his initial unsuccessful attempt, he devises an alternative plan by going over the fence, where a friend awaits to provide assistance. After a few minutes of collaboration, they managed to pry open the window and successfully gain entry. Unfortunately, the video and accompanying description do not provide details regarding any stolen items or the eventual fate of the perpetrators. One can only hope that they were apprehended and held accountable for their actions.